What's up, everyone? We are live. Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. That was shit.
Oh, mate. The worst performance of the season. We saved it for the
I feel
last
like
day.
we've said it. I feel like we've said that a few times actually. In the not like Palace was terrible.
Yeah.
It, yeah. It's
I
just more
think that,
frustrating. Like I said, it's more frustrating because it was there. The one thing we said we didn't want to happen was for us to not do our job
job.
and for something to have happened where we could have got it. Now, we
Yeah.
didn't even need to win the thing. We didn't even need to win. We Newcastle lost to Everton. We didn't see that. We didn't really see that coming. I saw them maybe drawing. They lost at home to Everton, which meant a draw against possibly the worst Man United team I think I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Well, at least in the last 30 years, mate. Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm 36, mate. So I can't remember games when I was 6.
Yeah.
It's just like, what is it about Old Trafford?
I don't know, mate. We just bottle it, don't we? Like, we bottled it.
We didn't turn up in like we were nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. And obviously we'll get onto the controversy in a sec, but that it doesn't matter because we didn't deserve anything from the game, which doesn't always mean that you don't get something. The teams play badly and they win, and that's what champions and that's what big teams do.
Yeah.
But we were just awful. We didn't do any. I can't remember us doing anything.
Mate, it was no.
We should have been 3-4-0 down by half time.
But in the first 12 minutes, Man United had 4 clear opportunities to score, and if it had been anyone else other than Man United, we'd have been 3-0 down. Lack of we just like considering what was riding on the game. Right,
Unbelievable. I just don't get. Either we just capitulated and we bottled it, or like I just don't know. Like, and I don't feel like that was the case because we've had big games in the past couple of seasons, and we have stepped up sometimes. Not in all of them.
Yeah, look, we go into that game having won 8 out of 9 Premier League games, clear favourites to win the game, and we just don't turn up. Like again, squad selection was wrong. He got it wrong. Pau Torres was dreadful again today. Absolutely dreadful. Missed so many challenges in the air. Like he lost out to Højlund. Højlund, mate, like this guy scored 2 Premier League goals all season. Like it's just how is he terrorising our back four? Like McGinn and Maatsen, there was balls being played over. They got in each other's way. They were just giving the ball away sloppily. Like I can't say that. Man United played well and they put us under a bit of pressure, but we were so sloppy in possession of the football today. Like we just didn't hold on to it. We gave it away. Watkins. The mug. Like I thought.
I suppose a question for you: do you think that's Watkins' last game in the Villa shirt?
I fucking hope so, mate. Like as much as I love him, like
mate, you're gonna feel the wrath, I think, from a lot of fans.
Mate, we've got this show coming up about like doing the Watkins debate, and I'm happy to go in, mate, because after that performance today, that was shit.
I mean, it wasn't just him, right? It wasn't just him.
It wasn't just him.
The whole team was pretty poor.
The whole team was poor, but I thought him alone, touch on the ball, he gave the ball away at every opportunity. He didn't offer anything. He just when he did, it was on the ball. It's like he's fucking clueless in the box. Genuinely, he doesn't know what he's doing on the ball, and he's so easy to defend against. He was offside, and there was times when at least twice, when he shouldn't have been. Like, I'm just, like, drives me mad.
Yeah, lost on goal difference.
Right. So we go. I've got someone on my side in this one, mate. Luca Severs, like, kind of.
But to be fair, the amount of times I saw Cash getting caught out of position, Kamara trying to cover him. Kamara didn't have the greatest game. He actually he was quite lackluster trying to block crosses and stuff. Didn't really get at it. And then that pass, I know Martinez has come out and just done something absolutely bonkers, like he always does.
Yeah, mate,
but what is that? But what is that pass? What's he doing?
The pass is dreadful. Yeah, but the pass is dreadful. But even after that, like what Martinez looks at Højlund and literally clotheslines him, like he's doing Is he doing an audition for the WWE? Is that where he's signing? Are we going to see him on like WWE Raw next year? Right? What the fuck?
That's where he's going. That's where he's crying. He's got a contract for the WWE.
Mate, if he signs for Man United, I swear to God, he'll be dead to me. Like, as much as I love the guy, he owes us another season for that. Right? Even Emery at the start said no way he's going. I bet like he's already. Did he have plans or something at half time? Did he have to like get on a plane or like? Look, that was just one of the worst decisions from a goalkeeper I've seen. Really poor, man.
An interesting comment here from Luke. He said he did a comparison with data on Watkins and other strikers across the league, and the only other striker with a worse big chances per 90 was Nicholas Jackson.
Oh God, I'm sorry, it's Jackson.
That was about 6 games ago as well, and he's had he's had a fair few big chances. Isn't there? I mean, yeah, we'll go on about the Watkins thing forever. That's not what lost us the game, right? Like, we were right. Let's get onto this bit of controversy. There's never a game between Villa and Man U at Villa Park without a little bit of some kind of controversy or some kind of event, right? So obviously there was the Emi Martinez red card, 100% a red card, rightly gone off. But when you're, 67 minutes, something like that, 68 minutes into the game, and you get a goal.
No, 70th minute, wasn't it?
Was it 70th minute?
Yeah.
You get a goal chalked off because the referee is too eager with his whistle. When the amount of times this season we've seen players get injured or things run on because they need to let it run for VAR and all this crap. It's an absolute joke. Like, and I know we, like I said, we didn't deserve to win the game. We probably didn't deserve to get anything from the game. But goals change games, and that goal goes in. We do not lose that game.
Yeah.
We park the bus. We waste time. We do all, like, we hoof the ball out. Man, you get frustrated. The fans get frustrated, and we probably draw or win the game. Horrendous. Or I just can't. He's got no defence for that decision.
It's a poor decision, mate. I don't understand the point in VAR. I don't understand the lack of consistency in refereeing.
No. I understand the VAR thing. I understand because I understand the rules. And I understand why they can't. Let me finish. I understand why they can't get VAR do it for every single decision if a ref blows up or whatever.
No, but right. So the point is, it's the wrong fucking decision. So, like, it's the whole point of it is to get to the correct decision.
It wouldn't have made a difference, right, if he hadn't blown his whistle.
But also, it feels like it's corruption because after that, like, you watch how the officials let play go on for offsides until they flag and follow the rules. So why wasn't play allowed to go on? The goal goes in, you don't blow for it, then you let VAR check it. Why is that referee blowing? If you look at his position, there's no way he can see from his position whether that is in the keeper's hands or not to make that decision. He's guessing. 100% he's guessing. And it's just, it's fucking terrible. I mean, that's the only thing we've got to argue about because we were shit and Man United thoroughly deserved to win. But, like, decisions like that change games, and you're absolutely right. With 20 minutes to go, we probably win that game and we're comfortable. But, you know, ultimately,
£100 million decision the ref has just made there. £100 million decision because we get Champions League, we get default money from the games that we have plus the broadcast for and that is like massive for us. That is so massive.
And our pants pulled down, mate, and that's it. Game over. Like, but look, we lost on goal difference at the end, so I'll bring it back to Watkins, mate. 33 big missed chances. We've got Sean Coda on here. I completely agree. If Duran's in there for finishing in the top,
I can't really argue with the Watkins missed chances. I also can't really argue that the attack wasn't the problem this season because it was. Because yes, I know we highlighted before that we were leaking goals and we couldn't keep a clean sheet for shit, but our goals conceded and clean sheets compared to last season isn't largely off. It's the goals scored. We haven't scored enough. And 32, 33, maybe even 34 now, big chances missed from Watkins is pretty terrible.
Yeah, mate. It just feels for me that we haven't. Maybe this is a good thing, right? We've got to try and think about the bigger picture here, right? So maybe now we have a bit of a clear out what we need is players who have got. Like, it's been a great journey, and these players have got us to where we are. We've had a great season in terms of where we got in the Champions League.
Yeah, we're not saying they're all crap.
No, that'd be unfair. And it's still, when I calm down a bit, overall, it's been a great season. I've enjoyed it. However, like, to get to the next level now, we need elite mentality. We need these games that are important, like the game against Palace, the game against City away, the game today when it all ran it. Like, you need people to step up and put in performances consistently, and that has been our biggest thing. There's numerous games we could refer back to that have cost us this year that we probably would have finished comfortably third if we'd have taken the chances. Like, so it's not just Watkins, it is across the board in terms of players not quite being at their best. Bailey, obviously missing key players as well through injury. Mings, Kamara, right? But and that's not an excuse. It's just that our squad, while it's been the best we've probably had in 40 years, it isn't quite there in terms of being able to perform at the highest level to get us to where we need to be. What are you laughing at?
Someone just said, they said that was embarrassing to watch. Villa were dreadful. Martinez thought he was the world's #1 hockey keeper.
Yeah, that's why he hung around. He was waiting for his scrap, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. Like, it is the case. Like, and at the end of the day, we've been saying, we were fortunate to get the Champions League last season. We overachieved.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like, based on the way games went this season, we've underachieved this season. Yeah. And that's not me saying that at the start of the season I was like, we're going to get Champions League and we should get Champions League. I just think, based on the way the season's gone, we did underperform. We only really gave ourselves some kind of hope because we went on this insane run over the last 10 games of the season to actually give ourselves a chance. And we had that chance. And unfortunately, once again, we knew this game. We looked at it and everyone was going, "Oh, Villa will win it, Villa will walk it, Villa will." And we sat going, there's just something about this fixture that we just cannot win. We cannot get over the line.
Well, mate, and that's how it felt from the players. It felt like they turned up as if we'd already won it. And this is a running commentary. We've talked about this loads. What it feels like, and I feel like a broken record saying it, that we have not played at a tempo that has been good enough in so many games this year, and that was a classic case. We just we showed up as if we'd already won the game. I thought we were just going to walk through Man United, and obviously Man United have been crap all season. But obviously today they've got nothing to play for. Their season's over. They played with freedom, and actually they pressed really well. And they're still crap because if they could finish, they would have killed the game.
They should have walked it. They should have walked it 6-0 easy. But and also, I mean, like you said, bigger picture. Brilliant season, fantastic season. So, like, that Champions League run was fantastic. The FA Cup run was a brilliant thing as well. And there has been brilliant moments in the Premier League this season. It's just frustrating, isn't it? And it's just frustrating that the opportunity was there and we didn't even need to win the game. But next season, and I think I said to you this before, I said, would you rather get Champions League, get the quarterfinals again and go out?
Yeah.
Or would you rather get the Europa League and win it and get the Champions League? And that has to be the aim.
Yeah.
To win the Europa League. Because the Europa League is fully winnable. I mean, Spurs have just gone and bloody win it. Spurs and Man Utd are the final, for crying out loud. Like, the Champions League teams don't drop into it anymore. Like, we should be going into that tournament pretty good. Like, he's top 2, top 3 favourites to win it.
Yeah. But that depends on what squad was going to be in it, mate.
It does. But like we said before we came on air, the players that other than Marlon and Garcia, who joined us in January, and can't remember who joined. Oh, Anana joined us in the summer. We don't have. Oh God, yeah. So Sean Cody's just said Palace are in the Europa. What if we end up playing them again and get knocked out? No, let's not go there. But all those players.
Fucking hell, it's all over.
Other than those players
in the final next year, mate.
Other than those players, none of them joined us to play Champions League because we weren't in it. And I know that you said, obviously, they've had a taste of it now and they want it again and they might go elsewhere. But I still believe that the majority of the team the majority of our key players they believe in what Emery's doing. They've seen the progress we made in such a small period of time. And if they've got another 2, 3, 4 years on their contract, unless a massive bid comes in and we commercially are like, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be asking to leave.
Well, I think that's kind of my point. I think what it does, not getting Champions League, is it puts questions on all those players' heads. Like, I'm not saying they will leave, but I'm saying offers.
So you mean from a commercial point of view? You mean like in terms of like what we need? Yeah.
Yeah, like, so, if we'd have got Champions League, like Kamara, you got hands off, you go Rodgers, hands off, because they're playing at the highest level. But now all of a sudden, you're going to have agents in their ears talking about offers that are potentially going to be coming in and, to play Champions League football. I'm not saying they're going to leave. I hope they believe in the project. Like you say, overall, the last 3 seasons have been spectacular. So why wouldn't you want to stay and kind of, like you say, focus on the 2 chances to qualify for the Champions League again in league position and winning the Europa League next year. If we can keep our core of our squad, mate, and add a few additions, in Emery we trust. Do you know what I mean? And absolutely, in Emery we trust.
Right, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
I'm so sorry.
No, come and say hi. Because we're live on YouTube.
Say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone. Say hi to my beautiful wife.
Hi.
It's party time.
Condolences.
Right, yeah, thank you. Right, cheers.
Hi.
Brilliant.
Sorry.
But yeah, I just don't. Yeah, like you said, yeah. Two chances to try and get Champions League next season again, maybe a cup run. We just got to keep building. At the moment, we shouldn't have to rush for the success. Like, we've definitely hit it faster than we thought we would.
Oh God,
actually, I think we've hit heights that I never thought we'd hit in the next decade.
Well, mate, I think that's my whole point. My expectation, my head's all in the clouds, going fucking hell. I want Champions League nights every year at Villa Park, and actually, the realism of it all is like, calm the fuck down, right? You've had 3 seasons where we've qualified for Europe. Like, the club's going in the right direction. I'm not quite jumping off a cliff. I think, as I said to you off air, I think as we've come so close, I can't help but feel disappointed by the end of this season. And that's it. Do you know what I mean?
It's frustrating, isn't it? Because actually, I think, like we said, the season as a whole been a massive success, in my personal opinion. And then I'm more disappointed with the first half of the season, because the second half of the season has given us some hope. We won 8 out of 10 of our last 8 out of our last 10 games. And we pushed PSG to the absolute freaking brink. And like we said this could easily be a season of almosts, and it really has been. It's been such a season of almosts. It's just so frustrating because Bournemouth, Forest, for me, they're the two. Actually, just Forest. The 2-1 loss against Forest at the City Ground. That's what did us. That's literally what's done us.
Yeah.
Or actually, just the Bournemouth conceding, and there's the two massive things.
The Ipswich game at home. The Ipswich game at home.
City.
Yeah.
Last kick of the game. That 1 point. That 1 point.
Mate, so, this is not coming out, but I've just seen it. Gaz Williams, mate, sorry about it, but somebody said on X that the ref was born in Manchester today.
No. Look, right.
Imagine.
It's a terrible decision. The ref's made an honest mistake, but it's a terrible decision. I don't believe there's any like controversy or dodgy stuff going on with it, but like it's just frustrating. To be fair, if that happened, I would have just been like, cool. It's just frustrating. We've lost the game. It's crap.
Yeah.
But because of that, it's given us this little thing to cling on to and get annoyed about.
Yes.
And there's going to be all kinds of conspiracy theories cropping up because, like I said to you before, I said, other than Man U, the big 6 have managed to make the Champions League again. Somehow, Spurs, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Newcastle are now in there because Man U are crap. So, how? They've all had terrible seasons.
And I wonder, I haven't seen any of the games, mate. Are there any controversial VAR decisions in any of the other games? Like, do you know what I mean? It's frustrating, and I can't help but feel like we've been held back sometimes with all this the FFP and the PSR and all the kind of stuff. Like, it just feels like no matter what we do, we end up not quite getting there. So, I guess the aim for next season is because we've been almost there, Like next season's got to be the season that we win something. It has to be fourth season. Like if you're talking about progress, which we've seen it. So whatever it is, whether it be the Europa League, whether it be the FA Cup, whether it be the league, I know that's fucking miles out of the thing, but like I'm just saying, like something major has to happen, right? And that we have to kind of. There's going to be a clear out this summer. Like we're going to be talking about this over the summer, no doubt, because it's going to be fascinating to see who stays and who goes and what Emery's got his eye on, because we're going to have to bring people in, and hopefully, even if it's one or two, like I said, diamonds in the rough that people don't necessarily know about that turn out to be like another Morgan Rogers instance. You know, you're from Middlesbrough, everyone's going, "Oh, who's this kid?" He's like, you know, and all of a sudden he's had a brilliant season, really overall. You know, let's see if we can find another one of them, because a couple of those players that have got that edge. And hopefully, if Rodgers stays another year behind his belt, a bit more experience, hopefully can start scoring a few more goals, can start getting a few more assists. You know, maybe we can just finish those games off that we've talked about there, where we've just fell short. You know, so it's all again ifs, buts, and maybes. But now that it's over today, I just want next season to begin. I want it to be settled, and I want to kind of see where we're going to be at.
Interesting. So Sean Coder's just said, "Have you discussed if we believe Unai saying Emi stays?" But when did he say it? When did he say it?
It's before the game. He said they asked him if this was going to be Emi's last game in the Villa shirt, and he went in his typical thing. He just went away and walked off. That was the end of the conversation.
Interesting. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
We'll my opinion, mate. For that sending off, he owes us another year for that. Maybe that's why he's done it. Like, you're right. I messed up.
Maybe he's done it to like try and put off any suitors.
Yeah, mate. Because
try and get a WWE contract rather than a Premier League contract. But I think we, I don't know. I love Emi Martinez, and I really do hope he does stay. But I do believe he probably does deserve to be playing Champions League football year in year out.
Yeah.
So I don't begrudge him if he leaves for a Champions League club of some sort. But if he goes to someone like Man U, he's literally dead to me.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. And if he goes to Saudi League as well, dead to me. Like, no, that's not what he's about. He's all about competing at the top. He's always been like that. And apparently, I read today that Arsenal are maybe looking at him because they need an emergency goalkeeping transfer because Rayo's
surely not. After being treated for 10 years without any first team
think
football,
he'd go back,
would
right?
You go back?
Yeah, I don't think he would, but you never know. I've seen crazier things in football. But anyway, have you got anything else to talk about before we sign off? Last game of the season, mate. That was. I mean, we obviously the pod isn't done. We're going to be doing more stuff in the off season, so we are going to keep doing stuff once or twice a week.
Watch this space,
throughout the whole summer. But anything else you want to say?
Yeah, mate. I just want to say I'm genuinely like it. To do this tonight, I've had to kind of G myself up, which is why I've got a lot of thing on my head. I am going to a party.
I did not want to do this. I did not.
Like,
I did not want to do this.
I just want to say, overall, like the season's been fantastic. Starting this in December and talking about the games has been a real crutch for me in terms of, you know, just helping out in my general life of give me something to actually really enjoy and get on board with. And you know, there's been some crazy things that have happened, some even crazy things that could happen, like there's things in the pipeline. You know, it's been a mental 6 months, and I'm gutted that there's no more games after today to kind of critique and talk about. But I know we've got lots of stuff coming up with the transfer things, and we've got some shows coming up with
there'll be like
for the Watkins debate.
Yeah, you know, because we're going to be like stuff as well, and all that kind of thing.
You know, we've got some guests coming on. We've got Amy from Amy AVFC on TikTok. I think she's going to bring like some really good views, and I'd love to do more stuff a little bit around the women's stuff as well. I think we can talk about that.
Women's game would be women's football would be interesting. Obviously, there's the women's Euros as well this summer, so that'll be
So we can. Yeah, I'm all for it, and I think I have to. I've got a daughter who plays football, and I think it's important that we kind of represent. You know,
at a very good level as well. It's not like
at a very good level. Yeah, she's doing really well, and she's going to be playing under 18s football for Mansfield next season, and that's kind of, you know, she's got a chance. So I think we need to kind of bring that on board, and you know, I'm excited by it. I'm just gutted that the season's finished the way it has, because I was in party mood tonight. I was expecting this to be one hell of a celebration, Champions League all the way, As it turns out, I'm like I say, I'm off to a party now. That's why the wife came in to kind of grab me. Really, probably should have left about half an hour ago. But I wanted to do this and get it out of the way because I'm going to be in no fit state to talk about football in the next.
Brilliant. Well, you enjoy your night then, anyway, guys.
Yeah.
And everyone, thank you for joining us live here. If you are watching on like catch up, please do subscribe, let us know in the comments what you think. We will be doing more content throughout the summer. Like Gary said, we will be getting some guests on as well, and we will be getting some people. We'll even have one of the season ticket holders around us who always has a go at Gaz about Gaz having a go at Watkins. So we are going to have that debate on the channel. Luke just said, you two are very brave. Would love to jump on one day, but massive thanks for bringing good energy to a very rollercoaster team to support. Yeah. It'd be boring supporting Liverpool, City, Arsenal, any one of them teams. Be crap.
Yeah, we win every week.
Every week we win. It's like,
mate, I hope we can get there one day. It'd be nice.
yeah. Then we can change teams. They can start supporting, I don't know, Wimbledon. Right. Anyway, brilliant. Cheers, everyone. Gaz, you going to sing us out, mate?
Going to sing us out, mate. It's party time. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Keep staying tuned. Like and subscribe. And every week we follow the boys in claret and blue. Peace and love.